Hello everyone, welcome to Mariner's Day. Today we are going to discuss about a marine incident of a ghost ship or a phantom ship. So let's begin. A very fine morning, a villager of Ballycotton village in Ireland went for jogging after his midday meal. When he arrived at the cliff and saw the sea edge, he noticed a cargo ship grounded and it seemed to be ghostly. So he was horrified and surprised and he called upon the local authorities. But before any investigation begins, many villagers and students accumulated all around the ship. So some of them also climbed the main deck. So probably many of the evidences collected were not up to the facts. The location when this derelict grounded is shown here. So let's now see from where the ghost ship came to the edge of the coast. Who were the crew and what happened to them? And why this condition happened? First of all, a ghost ship. A ghost ship or a phantom ship is a vessel with no living crew on board. It may be a fictional vessel, like Flying Dutchman. Many of you might remember from the Pirates of Caribbean, or found adrift with missing crew or dead crew, like Mary Celeste. In 1872, it was discovered adrift of the Azores, the Sea Azores. MV Alta was a 77-meter general cargo ship with flag of Tanzania, and its port of registry changed many times along with its name. It started its last journey back in 2018 around 5th September and departed from Greek port of Ceuta after stopping at 12 different ports and sailed towards Haiti, a country in Caribbean near Havana. Planned to reach there on 27 September 2018, but surprisingly its IS signal disappeared and reappeared again at the coast of Africa, 1200 nautical miles from its last location. But ultimately disappeared again. That means it was switched off. It clearly states that the master of the ship didn't wanted to show the Alta's location. On one fine day of 19 September 2018, the ship failed to propel and it was found that the ship suffered main engine failure. The crew was unable to repair the fault. There were 10 people on board the ship, but they failed to bring the ship back to the normal condition. After 25th of September, the certificate of flag of the ship was to be expired. But Alta was not even be able to reach Haiti before 27th only. The ship started drifting at position 24 degree 13 minutes north, 043 degree 48 minutes west, which was approximately 1380 nautical miles southeast of Bermuda. So the crew requested assistance from Bermuda Maritime Cooperation Center, who coordinated the incident at that time. The coordination was in form of telephonic conversation, but the crew was not satisfied with it. But there was no quick response for this action. So the crew started to panic and tried to contact USCG after a hurricane worsened the scenario. On 2nd October, a helicopter headed towards the ship with food, water, and ration. This was enough for the crew to buy some days on board. A week later, a rescue boat sailed about 1500 nautical miles to reach Alta and help sailors after facing a hurricane. The American rescuers were successful to rescue the entire crew to Puerto Rico. The Alta remained drifting in the middle of the ocean and left abandoned. After that, attempts were made by the vessel owner to dispatch a tug from Venezuela, Guyana, and Bahamas, but those were unsuccessful. So the ship left drifting. Even the USCG also approached the vessel, but failed to tow it and left. Then, in the middle of the time, there is a conspiracy that the vessel was hijacked, but it was left again by the hijacker due to some unknown reasons. Apparently, one dusk of 3rd September 2019, near Canada, after 1 year of the incident, a British Royal Navy ship, HMS Protector, spotted the vessel Alta. They came close to the vessel Alta and also tried radio communication and verbal shouts, but there was no response from side of Alta. The ship looked so ghostly, so horrifying, that naval officer didn't took a chance to go inside the vessel. On 16th February 2020, during the storm Dennis, under the influence of wind, the derelict drifted eastward and finally came ashore. It came into the Ballydreen Bay and grounded on the shore of Ballycotton, County Cork, Ireland. There were no casualties, no injuries, and no fatalities. But the main fuel tank was found empty and open to the sea. It was reported at the time of grounding that there may have been a likelihood of pollution, oil pollution, at the time of MV Alta came ashore. But the resultant pollution was assumed to be disappeared by the weather of Storm Dennis. Receiver of the wreck had been appointed by Irish Revenue according to the MSA Merchant Shipping Act, Salvage and Wreck Act 1993. The vessel had numerous oil barrels and gas cylinders. The oil was transferred into the new empty barrels. All oil barrels collected at one place and then airlifted. By 26 February 2020, it was completed. Country Cork Council boarded the vessel and ascertained the oil pollution risk after receiving the report from Bermuda. At the time of abandonment of the vessel, approximately it carried 86 cubic meters of MGO marine gas oil on board. The inspection was done to assess the wreck for emerging environmental risk. MV Alta is now a wreck, having drifted 2300 nautical miles and now lying ashore stranded at the coast of the Ballycotton, Ireland. Okay, gentlemen, so this was the story, a mystery of ghost ship MV Alta. But the story doesn't end here so easily. In my next video, we will be analyzing the concern raised throughout this story. In the comment section, please reply your feedbacks. Actually, I want to request all my seniors, juniors, and mates to present their view on the ownership claims and responsibilities of the industry, the reference of which can be taken from Nairobi Convention of Wreck Removal.